Welcome back to the show. Here again, the Tea Party.
When the winter was over, she returned there to find him. And her memories, they filled her with lights. She remembered the beauty. She remembered desires.
Over time, the technology of the studio has allowed for the creation of records that were not easily reproducible with standard concert technology. And we needed new types of technology in concerts to reproduce records because audiences were coming wanting to hear some replication of something they'd previously bought as this musical object that they adored on whether it's a 45, an LP, or later a CD.
It's amazing that, you know, you used to do an outdoor festival with 40,000 people and you'd have 120 speakers up there. Now you do it with 18 speakers aside, just because technology is so much better.
What I thought about the Tea Party is that they were drawing on our natural propensity for fear. I thought it was kind of interesting when listening to them that they bring in an exotic sound and then they have these very low, slightly menacing sounds. And my feeling is that they were playing on people's desire for a fearful experience.
Let's rock and roll. On your marks, get set.
It's averaging out at about 110 decibels. Now, I've got to say you shouldn't listen to anything that loud for more than half an hour. But this concert lasts 4 times that long. So most of the people here will walk away with some kind of hearing damage.
Walk through these fields of delight. I want you to know.
I think we're going to look back on noise exposure at this level and see it as a product of the technical advances of our age and this desire to incorporate every nuance of what we know technically without fully relating it to what it means to the individual person. We've lost that connect between the human condition and technical capacity.
Calls of desire has left you for dead. Isolation will cradle the lies of things left unsaid. What will it take, sister, awake? Sister, awake. Hey, my sisters!
We tend to be actually acoustic based, believe it or not. Right? That's our intention from the onset. But then everything gets electrified, and it becomes a point where we're just going beyond our own expectations.
And you look to the heavens above.
I'm very physical. I work very hard during the show. You don't feel much of that. It's almost like a runner, I guess. By the time we're done the encore and done the show, I just flop and I'm done. The same with Steffi's.
Yeah, I find, like, for me, the best shows that I've ever done are the ones that I can't remember. And I don't mean that, you know, through, like, you know, intoxication or anything like that. I'm just talking about, like, if I'm really in the right frame of mind and I'm taking the audience, you know, somewhere else, right? I've gone somewhere else as well. So I really do find that I'll be backstage and I won't remember what just happened, you know, because it was bigger than, you know, the sum of the parts, right?
Merci beaucoup. L'orchestre, the Toronto Ensemble, Joanna Doss, Christine Williams, Sheila Hannigan, and us, the Tea Party. Thank you very much for tonight. God bless. Hey boys, lock in.
Well, the science, the technology, and the gear all came together to provide a great performance tonight. A performance that was powered, incidentally, by 80,000 watts of electricity.
Not to mention over a dozen drumsticks. Well, the night's over for the band, the orchestra, and the fans. But it ain't over for these guys. Their night's just beginning.
They have to pack up everything they just unpacked 36 hours ago, then ship it to Montreal for the next show. But that is it for us. I'm Jay Ingram.
And I'm Natasha Stillwell. So good night from Quebec City.
Here they sound.